Thank you, Greg. Well, it is Money Monday, and today we are talking about budgeting for the new year.
Joining us right now is KMIR contributor Brant Kuhn with Integrated Wealth Management. So, Brant, you know, unfortunately, a lot of us blew a lot of money this holiday season, whether it was for presents, parties. So, how do we start the new year off on the right foot if we're already in debt from this year?
The budget's gone, huh? Well, it's important to kind of reevaluate that budget again and see where we can make some additional cuts or make some things patch, together so that we can get through that debt cycle, if you will, and make sure it doesn't happen again.
So it's almost like city budgeting or planning. They say they have to cut the fat somewhere. Same on a personal level?
Exactly. Just like cities or governments like that, they can issue debt. That's the same as swiping your credit card. Unfortunately, they might be able to get a little better rates than your credit card companies are willing to give you at this time.
So a way to do that would be what? Move somewhere where there's my rent isn't as high?
Yeah, that could be. Maybe evaluate some of those living expenses. Maybe buying a car if you're looking at a car, trying to get something a little bit cheaper so that you can keep those payments down. The more you can keep that monthly nut down, the better chances you're going to have of being not in debt.
So what's the easiest way to do that? How do we go through our budget and then set the budget for the next year?
Yeah, there's a lot of ratios. If you just Google budgeting financial ratios, those are kind of really good guidelines to keep yourself in. And it does give you about 10 to 15% of flex spending, if you will. So if you keep your housing around 20 to 25% of your income, everything else, other insurance and taxes, around 25 or 30%. That should give you a pretty good buffer to pay your debt, as well as start to build an emergency fund, as well as have some extra cash to spend.
And you mentioned you can even start planning for next Christmas now?
It comes once a year. So you want to make sure that this situation doesn't, make sure it doesn't happen again.
Butt.
Exactly. It's going to come around again, and you want to make sure you're prepared at that time.
And you're not worried at the end of next year, right? Well, thank you, Brant, for joining us this morning.
Happy New Year.
The information, if you want to get in touch with Brant, is on your screen right now. Integrated Wealth Management. Feel free to call the number on your screen if you have any questions.